Yo, what's going on, guys? Man Search here. Welcome back to another video. A lot of you guys probably know, and if you don't, you've probably been living under a rock, but Nvidia has just announced their GTX 1070 and their 1080, and they announced this on the same day that Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 5 was revealed, and this is a very, very smart move for them, because a lot of people that are going to be picking up Battlefield want to pick up a new graphics card so they can get the maximum performance with that game, and it's just a really, really smart move by Nvidia. Whether it was planned or whether it's just coincidental, it's a very, very good push in the right direction for Nvidia. Nvidia has already been dominating the market with their graphics cards, just kind of left AMD in the dust. However, AMD did bring the 300 series up, and that has been selling fairly well, and they have been doing pretty good off of that, but Nvidia is still dominating them in sales for their graphics cards. The Nvidia GTX 1070 and 1080 have been announced and priced between $300 and $500, with the GTX 1070 being the cheaper option and the 1080 being the more expensive option. Now, despite the price difference, both cards are supposed to be able to outperform the GTX Titan X and the GTX 980. So the question remains, how will AMD decide to counterattack this, and what will they produce to compete? AMD has announced their GPU lineup through 2016 to 2018, and we're going to take a look at what they have in store for us. So coming late 2016, we have the Polaris, which is supposed to give us 2.5 times frames per watt than the graphics cards that AMD produces now. Coming right off the heel of Polaris, we have the Vega family coming from AMD as well, and then late 2017, maybe early 2018, we have the Navi family coming to the graphics card market. Now, AMD has had some issues with their power and the amount of power that AMD graphics cards demand from the power supply of the computer. The Nvidia graphics cards have been getting more frames per watt than the AMD, significantly actually. You guys can see the chart on the screen now. This is just for Metro Last Light Redux, but still, it gives you an idea of what's happening and how these cards are performing with the power that they're given and the frames that they're producing. So all in all, though, AMD does promise us that we will have a graphics card that can compete with Nvidia, and they hope to retake the market with this graphics card and give us better frames per watt, actually 2.5 times better than previous graphics cards that they have released. And as far as the graphics card going on in the future, we can't really confirm or predict any of those specs or anything like that, but we expect the Polaris to run on GDDR5, but however it could run on GDDR5X. But the reason that it will most likely run on GDDR5 is because GDDR5X will require more power than the GDDR5, and that is what AMD is trying to get away from, is the amount of power that their cards require for the frames that they produce. AMD is looking to release this graphics card somewhere between the mid and high range of graphics card. We don't really know the price exactly yet, but they're looking to outperform the GTX 970 and keep up with the 980 Ti and the new 1070 and 1080, of course, because this is their competition. But they're looking to not use as much power as they did previously, or use as much power as the graphics cards that are released right now, because that is the problems that they've had before, and they're just trying to fix that up for us and get us a graphics card that can perform well. Doesn't cost a whole lot, but is good for people that are looking for mid to high end gaming. One really good thing about all this GPU release is that the GPUs now, the GTX 970, 980, and the R9 380, 390, 390X, and even the R9 Nano will come down in price once these new graphics cards are released, making it so that you guys can buy those graphics cards now and then upgrade later, and it'll be more efficient for you guys. So if you guys are looking to buy a graphics card, just hold off a little bit until these graphics cards get released and all the prices for the other ones come down a little bit. Otherwise, you might screw yourself over. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully that AMD can just come back in. I'm really not a huge fan of Nvidia. I run an AMD graphics card in my computer right now, so I just hope that AMD can perform and produce a graphics card that can really compete with Nvidia and outperforms Nvidia and uses less power and produces less heat than Nvidia graphics card does, because then they will be able to take back the market and produce better graphics cards and bring in more money. So I think it'd be really cool to see AMD dominate the market once again, and I really hope that they bring what they're promising us, because this could be really good for the world of computer gaming. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like, comment what you guys think about this whole situation with AMD and Nvidia releasing new GPUs in 2016, and even GPUs coming later on. If you guys are new, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It's your man Surge. I'll catch you guys in my next video, and I'm out of you guys. Peace.